Hello everybody, how are you all doing today? For those of you who celebrate it, I hope that you had a lovely Thanksgiving. I had a great Thanksgiving, except I am still so full. The problem is that I am actually going to my grandparents' house in a couple of hours to have another Thanksgiving, and this Thanksgiving is going to be even bigger with even more food. I'm just gonna have to fight through it and eat those mashed potatoes. So today I am doing a tea time video, which I've only done one of these before, but I want to do another one today. And if you didn't watch my other one, basically tea time is just time for me and you to sit with a nice cup of tea or coffee or hot chocolate or whatever your drink of preference is, and just talk about all things book related. I was actually going to do an unboxing today, but I just felt like kind of sitting down and having more of a chatty video with you guys today because it's been a while and I just feel like talking to you guys. About the first thing that I want to share is my current read. I'm gonna put my tea down for a second so that I can show you guys this lovely book, and it is Warrior Witch by Danielle L. Jensen. If you have read Stolen Songbird by Danielle L. Jensen, this book may look familiar to you. This is the third and last book in the trilogy, and I'm so sad but so excited at the same time. I love Stolen Songbird so much, and the reason why it's one of my favorites is because I found it to be really original, and the writing is beautiful. I love the way that she creates her world. The world of Stolen Songbird, for those of you who haven't read it, it's really cool. It is about a girl named Cecile who ends up getting involved in this underground world where these trolls reside, and these trolls are actually kept underground under a curse that a witch put on them. In order to break this curse, she has to marry the troll prince. If you guys are like, wait, trolls, like that's kind of weird, why would I read a book about trolls? They're like really cool trolls. They're beautiful and intelligent and basically like people, but way better and more attractive. So they're not anything like the trolls that you would imagine. They're actually very interesting to read about. I really feel like more people should know about these books. In my opinion, they deserve to be up there with all of the other fantasy books that are super popular. Danielle L. Jensen is also a really sweet author. She actually sent me the second book, Hidden Huntress, with a signature and just a little note on the inside, and it made me so happy at the time because I'm so in love with her books. It's the perfect fantasy read to lose myself in as the weather's getting colder. I'm just gonna have a nice cozy day reading this one. Next, I actually wanted to talk to you guys about writing, which is something I don't talk that much about on this channel, which kind of makes me a little bit sad actually, because for those of you who don't know, I do consider myself a writer. Writing and reading to me they pretty much go hand in hand for me, and I really do love writing just as much as I love reading. I might even go as far as saying that I sometimes enjoy writing even more than reading. To me, writing is not only a hobby, it is a creative outlet for me, and it is something that is really cathartic for me. I write when I'm sad, when I'm happy, just when I need to escape. It is something that I definitely lean on and rely on. I don't know if this will make sense to some of you guys, but for me, writing is a very similar process to reading. It's like I see a story in my head and I'm experiencing it in a way that's very similar to how I would experience a story reading it, but I get to write it down. I don't know, that's how I always describe writing, but I feel like that doesn't make sense to a lot of people, and it doesn't even make that much sense to me. I actually spent yesterday writing a story that I've been working on for a long time, and this is what inspired me to make this video. And I wanted to talk to you guys about it because this is a story that I've been writing since I was... I think I was like 11. Yesterday I was writing it and something occurred to me. I have all of these stories that I spend so much of my time writing, and they're so important to me, and it's kind of weird that I don't share them with anyone because they are such an important part of my life. So I'm not sure, but like I'm kind of toying with the idea of maybe picking one of my stories to post online. Like even the thought of it kind of makes me a little bit nervous because I don't really share my writing. I mean, besides the phase when I was in middle school and I was a fan fiction geek and I wrote so many fan fictions. Maybe one day I'll actually share with you guys one of the most popular fan fictions that I wrote with my best friend. We co-wrote it together for like 2 years. We took it very seriously. We considered it a job. We had like a scheduled posting date, and it was actually a Draco Malfoy fan fiction because we only wrote Draco Malfoy fanfiction. We wrote this Draco Malfoy love story and it actually got really popular at one point. Like there were a lot of people reading it. The word count actually ended up being so long that I think it could actually qualify as being like 2 whole books. It was so horrendously bad. I don't know why people enjoyed it and thought it was great because it is so embarrassingly bad, but also very entertaining, I have to say. So maybe I will give you guys the link to that one day, but like, I don't know, I'm gonna have to get my best friend's permission first because she wrote a lot of that too, and I feel like maybe it needs to be shared. But anyway, I am considering posting one of my stories on maybe like Fiction Press or Wattpad. I have a fantasy story that I think I would want to post on it, and it's not complete at all. I'm currently writing it and I've been writing it for like 2 years. I think that it would give me more motivation to write really regularly. I tend to write it and then take a long time away from it and so on. I'm just toying with that idea and I wanted to see what you guys thought of it because I might share that with you guys so you could read it if you wanted. I don't know, it would be kind of scary for me because that would be like a lot of people to expose my writing to. I actually have a funny little story that I wanted to say real quick about one of the stories that I'm writing, the story that I've been writing since I was like 11 years old. So the male protagonist in that story, his name for years and years was actually Reese. I gave him the name Reese before I had ever read A Court of Thorns and Roses, but after becoming so incredibly obsessed with Sarah J Maas and so attached to the character of Reese in her books, I have actually changed my character's name because it got to the point where I would be writing about him and I would start visualizing Sarah J Maas's Reese in my head, and I'm like, wait, no, that's not my Reese. Why am I thinking of that Reese? And it just started getting really stressful. I realized that it had gotten to a point where I fully associated the name Reese with Sarah J Maas's Reese, not my Reese, which is kind of sad, but also pretty funny because I'd be writing my story and just all of a sudden, Reese from A Court of Thorns and Roses would be talking in my story, not my Reese, and I'd be like, no, you don't belong in this story. Go back to the Fae world. I just wanted to share that with you guys because I don't know, I just thought it was funny. If you guys are writers and you would like to see me doing some writing related videos, let me know because that would make me really happy because writing is something that I just nerd out about and I love writing, so I definitely would enjoy making writing related videos if that was something you guys wanted to see. I have just a tiny little surprise for you guys. As yesterday was Thanksgiving, I was thinking about what I was thankful for, and honestly the first thing that popped into my head was my booktube channel and all of you guys because I recently hit 15,000 subscribers on this channel and it made me really happy and just blown away, frankly, because that's a lot of people. So that was something that I was really thankful about yesterday and am really thankful about. You guys give me so much happiness every day with your comments and everything. It really makes my day. So I wanted to give something back to you guys. And this is no big deal, but I thought that I would give away one of my very favorite books to one of you guys. I wanted to give away A Great and Terrible Beauty by Libba Bray. This is one of my very favorite books and I have had 2 copies of it for many years sitting on my shelves, and I thought, you know, I don't need 2 copies of this. I would rather give it to one of you guys so you can enjoy it as much as I did. So what I am going to do is I'm actually going to write a personalized note, probably like on this page or something, for whoever wins the giveaway, and you'll see, I'll write a long note. So I don't know, I just thought that would be really fun. And yeah, it's just kind of exciting. I really want to give this book to you guys and see if you love it as much as I did. I just thought it would be cool to give like a little personal part of myself to one of you guys. If you are interested in getting this book, then I think how I want to do this is you guys can go ahead and let me know in the comments below your name and also what is your favorite book. And if that is too difficult to say, then just tell me one of your favorite books. I will randomly pick one of you guys from the comments to give this book to, so whoever is picked will receive a message from me, and yeah, I will send this book to you guys. It is just a fantastic book in my opinion, so I hope whoever gets it enjoys it as much as I did. And that is it for today's tea time, so I hope that you guys enjoyed our time together. I really enjoy doing these kinds of videos. I think it's nice to just sit down and talk with you guys sometimes. Again, for those of you who celebrated, I hope that you had an absolutely lovely Thanksgiving. I am going to wrap things up for today, so if you enjoyed today's video, please give it a big thumbs up. I hope that you all go and have yourselves a fabulous day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!